Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your monthly forecast for June 2017. I can't believe it's June already, but thank you for joining me. So the decks that I'm going to be using are the traditional Rider-Waite deck for the tarot portion, and then pulling one card from the Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue deck for career and finances, studies, anything like that. Amira Salon's Love Oracle for the love portion for emotional life and love life. Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle by Doreen Virtue for messages about health and well-being. And then for overall guidance, we have the deck of Angels, Gods, and Goddesses by Tony Carmine Salerno. It's really nice, beautiful deck, and looking forward to working with it. And as always, please remember that these are general readings, so they're not going to make sense to everybody watching. Certain things may resonate, other things may not. It may not make sense at all. That just means it may not be for you this month. But you can watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages that may make more sense to you. Or of course, you could get a private reading that is just for you, specific to you and what you're dealing with. And all the links you need are in the description box below. But I hope you enjoy your readings. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I look forward to your feedback and I appreciate all your support. Thanks again for joining me. Enjoy your readings and have a fantastic month ahead. I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Take care. Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for June 2017. So let's have a look at what is going on here for you. For those of you who have been trying to break free from a situation, and that's been a common theme for a few of the readings that I've done so far, but for those of you who've been trying to break free out of a situation, this is the month to see results with that. This is the month where things will start to happen. So at the bottom of the deck is your overall energy. We have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands indicates potentially a new job for some of you, new passion in your life, whether that is with a new relationship or restoring a relationship. The Ace of Wands though also comes through as dealing with some anger issues or having to control your temper or feeling controlled, which is an interesting way for the Ace of Wands to come through, but that's what it comes through like for you. For some of you, of course, it's a general reading. For some of you, this is definitely about taking charge. Whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, this is about you taking charge of that situation, because the feeling is, I've had enough. I've had enough of just having to deal with the consequences. I've had enough of, just having to pick up after people. I'm taking charge here and I'm turning things around, okay? Which is awesome energy. So your current situation, or how you start off the month or how you come into the month, we do have the Devil card here. The Devil card is a major arcana energy, and it talks about all the things that make us feel limited, controlled, restricted. It could also indicate dealing with an addiction that is debilitating, or someone else's addiction that is affecting us very strongly and very directly. It can indicate the presence of a Capricorn as your focus, for better or for worse. It can also indicate an imbalance where, for example, you are focusing too much on work, or you don't get a say, you just have to be there, you have to do the work, or a restrictive relationship where you feel controlled, an unhealthy relationship where there could be a third party, and it's either something undefined where you're with someone but they're not really acknowledging that they're with you, or it's someone who goes from you to another person and then back and forth. Something unhealthy when it comes to relationships with this Devil card energy. And for those of you, like I say, the focus can be on an addiction and just getting out of that, getting free from that. What's going to help or hinder you? We have the Magician. So the Magician, another major arcana card. You have a few major arcana cards in your reading, which again can indicate big changes, and it can indicate everything you've been trying to manifest now manifesting. What's going to help you with the Magician is keeping yourself focused and just keeping yourself on track, moving forward with confidence, not doubting yourself anymore, staying grounded, staying focused in reality and what your goal is, and just taking it one day at a time and just getting yourself where you want to go. What may hinder you with the Magician is falling into traps of someone who may be lying to you or deluding you or manipulating you, potentially to continue to stay in that devil situation, okay? And not having that confidence to break free. The Magician is all about that confidence that I have everything I need, I'm going to make it work with what I have. And the foundation for why things are the way they are, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Another major arcana card. The Wheel of Fortune shows up here for you as fate, and things just took this turn because they were meant to. And it's actually coming across as things are happening for you the way they are because you're meant to be saved from this Devil card energy, or you're meant to save yourself and learn that you do have the power to save yourself from any controlling, oppressive, addictive, toxic situation. The Wheel of Fortune can also talk about a trip that was significant, a move that was significant, or a cycle that has ended abruptly, or a cycle that is trying to end or has been trying to end. And everything is happening because things are meant to move forward. Things are meant to move to the next level. Things are meant to keep flowing, and where you've been and what you've been dealing with potentially has kept you very stuck, okay? In the past, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands here shows up as a third party for some of you. The third party situation in the Devil card energy. It can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign, but it comes up as the Queen of Wands in terms of someone who's very seductive, okay? Someone who plays on lust or plays mind games, someone who is very confident, and they influence a lot of people with that confidence. They make big promises, they act like they know what they're talking about, they act like they mean what they say, but it's all about seduction with this person, okay, and deluding people or manipulating people. And this is coming across in a love situation for some of you, but it could also be with anything else that you're focused on. Someone that may have seduced you or tempted you, not necessarily in the sexual sense, in the physical sense, into this situation, okay? In your crowning thoughts, we have the Justice card. So the Justice card is here to say that for some of you, you have been contemplating, you've been weighing up your options, you've been going back and forth, you want to be fair, even though you're dealing with someone who is definitely not fair to you, but you want to be fair, you want to do the right thing, and you want to be sure that you're seeing things clearly. That's very important to you. For those of you, this is a separation on the mind, this is a divorce on the mind, or you're filing during this time, okay, in the beginning of the month, because of this information that is brought to light. Or this is where, again, there could be legal action, whether you take someone to court or you make a formal complaint against someone because of this Devil card situation, if it's with your work situation or your business or finances. This could also be splitting up your assets, okay, and talking to attorneys about that, or talking to judges about that with the Justice card in your thoughts. But it's definitely about cutting ties with a situation that is not fair, okay? That's what's on the mind, that's what you're thinking of doing, or that's what you have been doing, and you're thinking about the outcome of it. In the near future, so around mid-month, we do have the Tower. The Tower here feels like breaking free, all right? Breaking free from this situation because it's become a prison for you. And it was built on someone's deception, on someone's manipulation, okay? And now you're finally seeing the light with that lightning there. You're finally seeing the light. Also feels like someone you used to, worship is a very strong word, but someone you used to really look up to, really respect, to really be impressed with. You're seeing the light in terms of, okay, well, that person was a con, or that person was a cheat, or that person was definitely not who I thought they were, okay, or the person they were portraying themselves to be. So with the Tower around mid-month, this is breakthrough. This is not coming across as destruction and feeling sorrow because of that, or feeling like your world is ending, which can be one of the aspects of the Tower. It's coming through as breaking through. Whatever is destroyed, you're happy about that. It is a personal victory because the truth can now come to light and you're free from the situation, whether this means moving out, moving away, changing jobs, finally being done with the situation, finally being out of a relationship, out of a marriage. With this Tower card, it talks about breaking free for you. In the position representing you or how you see yourself, we have the Hangman, so another major arcana card. The Hangman here is a card that says you're letting whatever needs to happen with the Wheel of Fortune. You have taken your hands off the wheel and you're saying, you know what, whatever is meant to be, it will be, and I am at peace with that. Because you're thinking about karma and you're thinking that justice will prevail and everyone will get what they deserve. So that's a really enlightened attitude to have, and very healthy one as well. For those of you, the Hangman is about, once this happens, once the breaking free happens, you're going within to contemplate, to reflect, to make peace with what happened, to come to terms, to put the pieces together and figure things out. So you may be taking some time to yourself around mid-month, going into the third week, to make sense of what has happened and to get enlightened in terms of where you want to go next from here. In your environment, we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords just says, you know what, the people that are involved in this conflict, dispute, toxic situation, they're not going to be happy by the fact that you are going to win out in the end. They're not going to be happy that this situation doesn't seem to affect you. They're not going to be happy that you're no longer believing them and buying into what they're trying to sell. They're not going to be happy that you finally see the light and you finally see the truth and you can free yourself from this situation. They can no longer con you into anything. And conning comes up again and again. And they may try to get back at you. They may try to push your buttons. They may try to gossip about you, spread rumors about you. However, you're in a much more enlightened state, in a more peaceful place with this Hangman, and you're going to stay there. You're not going to let this get to you, okay? So just a heads up on that. In your hopes and fears, we have the Three of Swords, okay? So in your hopes and fears with the Three of Swords, for some of you, the person that you're breaking away from, you still care for this person. But it's one of those where even though you care for them, they are mistreating you, and you have to acknowledge that and you have to defend yourself. And so you're kind of going against your own feelings, but you know that you're doing the right thing. So don't second guess yourself on that. With the Three of Wands, this is about hoping for, you're looking to the future. You're really done with the situation. It may have been something that you had tried before and went back, or it was an on again off again type of thing, or you've been thinking about leaving for a while and maybe getting that process started, but then you turned back for whatever reason. This time it's done, it's for good, you've turned your back to it, you're looking to the future, you're envisioning your future, and you're expecting to see good news, good experiences happen to you, okay? This is also about expecting to receive. So either you're expecting to receive news, or expecting to see people, or to greet people, expecting to hear back from interviews, anything like that. And this is in your hopes, and you're envisioning what may happen. And then in the outcome position, we do have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is awesome. It's another major arcana card. It is a card that talks about freeing yourself. Okay, so you have a lot of different cards talking about freeing yourself from the situation, and you're done with it for good, because this is talking about liberation, and coming out of a situation that was a dead end, or coming out of a situation that was toxic and harmful for you, and you're being reborn at this time. For those of you, this is about getting that good news that you were hoping for at the end of the month, getting the job, getting the house, getting the loan, hearing from that person that you wanted to hear from, getting good news about your health, if that's what this is about for you. And so you're moving forward in a much better direction for yourself. You're moving forward with confidence, and you're moving forward feeling strong and happy to be on your own, to be independent. This is a very strong focus on healing as well, healing and recovery coming up for you towards the end of the month. So that's a really, it's truly a very positive reading. It may not be comfortable as you're going through it. The most difficult part is accepting, you know, accepting the truth and seeing a situation for what it really was, or what it really is or has been, and then taking charge of that, okay, and doing what the right thing to do is, okay. And this is you being clear-headed and rational, okay. You're not letting this person pull at your heartstrings anymore. Let's look at your oracle cards. So for career and finances, we have Aurora. You're flying high right now, which may threaten others, okay, this Five of Swords. But don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. This is saying you're doing what is right, you're doing the right thing, and you're inspiring other people to do the right thing. This is also a card that says don't compromise. Don't feel like you have to settle. Don't feel like you have to go back to a bad situation just because someone says you should. Don't feel like you have to listen to anyone else. You know what's best for you, and look at what she's doing. She's flying. She's taking off. She's coming out of this big building that kind of could look like the tower, and she's flying out of there, and she's happy, okay. She's really happy to be doing that. Don't descend, don't hold back, don't pull back, don't go back, don't doubt yourself with this, okay. You do see the truth now, and you can't go back, okay, is what that card means. Of course, you're going to do whatever is right for you, but this message says, again, you do have to do what's right for you. Whatever you decide that is, do what is right for you. This is the time to do that, okay? For love life, we have short term. So with the short term card here, for some of you, this feels like going back into the dating world. So if you're coming out of a relationship that has been toxic, negative, then you may be going back into the dating world, and then this Three of Wands may be talking to people online or expecting to go out and meet people, and then the Judgment card here could represent a fresh start for you in the love department. For those of you, this could be the situation that is described in the cards where you thought you and another person were on the same page in terms of wanting to be together, but this person actually may have just been going for the conquest, the game, the mind games, the lust, the passion, but they didn't really want anything long term, even though they may have told you something very different. And so this would be that situation where it's just time to go, all right? And it may be, again, difficult as you're going through it, but it is for your highest good, okay, with that Judgment card there. For health and well-being, we have massage. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me know that I deserve to receive massages and other self-care treatments. So this is, again, going back to take care of yourself, put yourself first, nurture yourself, and nourish yourself. So for some of you, what you've been going through has caused eating issues, whether either you don't feel hungry and so you're not nourishing your body anymore, or you feel sick to your stomach, and so you just need to, or you feel like you'd rather just not eat anything so that you're not sick. And for those of you, this could be overeating, and that just comes through. But this is saying calm yourself, breathe, and take control of that situation. Don't let it get out of hand. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let what someone does and someone else's issues and someone else's problems affect you to such an extent where you don't take care of yourself anymore, okay? And anything that you can think of that is nurturing to you, that's something that you need to focus on this month. And overall guidance, we have the Goddess of Psychic Protection. What you believe, you create. No one can harm you. So this person can't harm you anymore. You're coming out of this situation. You're not a victim. You're strong. Okay? You're seeing things clearly. This person cannot harm you. They may try to bully you, they may try to pressure you and intimidate you. They've got nothing on you. And as soon as they, they try to do that and they don't see fear in your eyes, they're just going to back down and disappear, because they will know that they can't fool you anymore. They can't intimidate you anymore. They can't manipulate you anymore. Okay? They won't have any more power over you. So that's what this month is about, taking your power back. Taking your power back. This says you're protected. Whatever you do, think of, you do create. So you're a very powerful manifestor, so try to focus on seeing yourself happy, seeing yourself at peace, seeing yourself laughing, feeling confident, feeling comfortable, and just focus on that every single day. Don't focus on the fear, the anxiety, the worry energy, because you're just going to manifest that, and that would be a shame, because you have some awesome energies here. Okay? It may be a bit of an uncomfortable month, at least in the beginning part, but you are truly learning from this experience. It will take you to a whole nother level. It will open you up to such new horizons that are a lot better for you, okay, if you let it, with this Three of Wands and the Judgment card. So I hope the reading makes sense. I hope it helps. Let me know what this is for you, if the cards apply to you. Watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages whenever you're dealing with powerful energies. It's a good idea to maybe get additional messages. So I'm looking forward to your feedback. Take care of yourselves. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.